Hello, Professor. My name is Ravan sir. My CWID is 50307287. Today, I am going to explain you about college database management systems. It consists of so many topics, and some of the example I'm going to explain some of them, and my partner is going to explain some of them. They are called object and scope. In the object, this is a web-oriented application, allow us to access the information about college staff, students, facilities, and etc. And application provides a virtual tour of the campus, and it also help us to give us the students information regarding the courses, subjects, classes, assignments, grades, and timetable. And higher administrator will manage the accounts of student, facilities, faculties, and make timetable, upload the latest information about the campus. And there are different types here, and they are college information, student tracking, student attendance status, and student performance in the exams, exam notifications, events, and online assignments, and information about the staff. And there is a theoretical background. Today in college, student details entered manually. Student details in the separate rooms are tedious task, referring to all the records and updating is needed. There are certain problems in existing system. It was limited to single system, and it is less user friendly, and it has lot of manual work and requires more number of employees need to work. And there are other some problems existing in the system. Mm, and solution to these problems are develop a new system contains of following activities, which are user friendliness is provided in the application. The system makes overall project management much easier. It can be assisted over the internet, and various classes have been used to provide the file and mail features. There is a problem definition. Problem is provided the complete information about the college campus, and uh, it will provide interactive environment for staff, student, parents by getting knowledge of student attendance, remarks, and exams. The system analyzing planning versus user requirement. User requirement, a person should be able to log in the system to first page of application. The administrator can create users as per user requirement, and admin can upload data for particular student, and student can use all faculty same which is provided to him in the college. And parent can just view the record of the student with the username and password, and faculty give attendance and notice for the student. After analyzing the requirement of the task performed, and the next step is to analyze the problem and understand its content and required under the requirements and domain of the new system. Both activities are equally important, but first activity serves as a base of giving functional specifications and created thinking. Understanding existing of the system is also difficult, and analyze there is an analyzing model. Document play which virtual role in the development of life cycle SDLC, and any changes made to the requirements in the future will be go through the formal change approval process. And the spiral mold was defined by Baron Behim in 1888 article Herald Model of Software Development and Enhancement. And original invites the iterations were typically 6 months or 2 months long. There is several steps in spiral model. There are 8 steps, and there are several steps in the spiral model. The sum of the substeps are a second prototype is involved by the fourfold procedure, and first prototype of the new system is constructed from the primary design and at customer options. Entire project can be aborted if the risk is demand to be great, and any other faculties factors that could in customer treatment result in less than satisfactory final project. And risk factors might be involved development in cost overruns and operating cost miscalculation. Existing prototype is evolved in the same manner as we speak as we previous prototype. If necessary, the proceeding steps are irritated until customer is satisfied that refined prototype final system is constructed, and final system is thoroughly evaluated, and test and routine maintenance is carried on the certain basis. Here is a diagram, and a diagram mainly consists of 4 steps that determine objects, identify and resolve risk, and development and test, and plan the execution. Hmm. there are inflexibility of their certain flexibilities, and they are called GUI. A top level has constructed there two steps: administrative user interface and operation or general user interface. There are number of models. There are number of models. One of them are college information models, student tracking and student attendance status, student performance in the exam, exam notification, events, and online assessments, information about the staff, and system planning. We gave us you a pie chart so you can get the easy information. Pie chart has 3 points, and they consist of: is there a new and better way to join will do the job will benefit the user, what are the cost and saving of alternatives, what is the recommended. Technical feasibilities, and their technical feasibilities consist of existing system and the hardware, and economical feasibilities. From here onwards, my partner will explain rest of the document.
Professor, my name is Logan. My CWD is 50306304. I'm explaining about methodology, adopted system information, and details of hardware software used. And methodologies adopted and system implementation is Apache Tomat is used as a web server to host the application, and all the environment is set, and the application is pasted in the web apps folder, and web server is started now. The application is running the browser by HTTP like HTTP local.sys, and web.xml file is used to control the flow and the user action. The details and hardware of details of hardware and software used are: hardware specification is disk space is 40 GB, and PC used is IBM compatible, and processor is Pentium 3. Memory is 512 GB RAM. File is 32-bit, and software specification is operation is the server side Windows XP, client side Windows XP, and client end language HTML, local language PHP, and server side language PHP, and database MySQL 2000, and web server XAMPP server. Web browser is Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox. And detailed life cycle of project is: we have used the waterfall model as a software life cycle process, and it is the simplest and oldest and most widely used to process model for software development. This model acquires the name of fact, that is, the software life cycle is represented as sequence of dependence, and it is from analysis, and it goes to the requirement specification, and goes to the design and implementation and testing and integration and operation and maintenance. The requirement analysis for this is the process is also known as feasibility study. In this phase, the development team studies the site requirement, they investigate in the need for the possible dynamic representation of the site, and increase security features. By end of the feasible study, turn the team furnishes a document that holds the different specification recommendation of the recommendation for the candidate system, and it also includes the personal assessments, code, project schedules, and essential purpose of the phase is to find the need and the problem that need to be solved. The following phases: determining the user need, identifying the facts, establish the goals and objective for the proposed system, feasible for system. System analysis and design. In this phase, the software calls overall structure, and it nuances as defined in terms the client server technology, the number of tiles need for the package architecture, because database design, data structure design are defined in this phase. Analysis and design are very crucial in entire development cycle, and a glitch in the phase would be expensive to solve in a later stage. And hence, the essential approach is taken during the website design, DFD, database designing, form designing, pseudocode for methods, and the testing. The testing is testing once the code is generated, the website testing begins. Different testing methodologies are done to untrap the bugs. They are committed during the previous phases, like acceptance testing, white box testing, black box testing. And these are the diagrams of context level 0 level diagram. Here is the admin, staff, student. First, admin gives the data input stage, and staff goes to the campus information system. And data output stages go to data storage and UI screens. And the login DFD diagram is first to it goes to the open login form and go to the enter the student ID, check student ID, user pin, and student ID goes to verification data, and check user ID go to the validate data. And the first level DFW first goes to the admin, go to the login and enter details of it and student information. And the second level DFD is first admin goes to the login and you have to provide